Hey guys, it's Albethium, and this time it's time to discuss Deathloop and should you platinum. We're going to discuss the game and the game's trophies, whilst some hopefully nice gameplay is gonna be playing in the background. So, what do I say about Deathloop and its platinum? The game has 55 trophies, which is basically 54. I don't feel like it's fair to be counting the platinum, because once you get the 54th trophy, the last one is going to pop, and that's the platinum itself, the 55th. Out of those 55, you have 3 online trophies. And this is not something that you should have a lot of problems with. I myself, as soon as I got the game, I pretty much went to do these trophies, because one thing that interests me the most when I'm getting a game, thinking about the platinum, and I'm pretty sure this goes for a lot of people, is does the game have online trophies? If so, how many, how difficult they are? And that's pretty much what we are gonna be discussing here. So, the 3 online trophies. Pretty simple stuff. Invade a player, kill him as Juliana. Kill the invading player as Colt. And the third one, it's also very simple. Juliana has this shapeshift ability where she can steal the appearance of other people, even other normal enemies you see in the game. Once you see the Colt player, you simply steal his appearance, and that is gonna be basically it. So those are the 3 online trophies. I guarantee you, you will not have any trouble pulling these off whatsoever. Well, with the online trophies out of the way, we can now focus on the more mainstream stuff that you will find in pretty much all the games. It kind of differs based on the game itself, like obviously the rules the game follows and the weapons and the such. You absolutely know what I'm talking about. So the next trophies we are going to be discussing it's like 7 quest lines, so to speak. It's quest lines, but not really, to be honest. And you get these available to you basically by doing some detective work that you're going to be putting in and doing them. You're basically guaranteed to unlock the final 8th quest line, which is called Ending It, and that's pretty much destroying the loop, or you choose to stay in the loop itself. It's ending the game. It's finishing. So that is something you can decide for yourself, and if I remember correctly, they don't involve killing the visionaries. It's just doing these certain things, accomplishing certain conditions, learning more about them and whatnot. From there we move to your typical trophies, the first time trophies. The first time you do this, the first time you do that. So here we're gonna have accomplish an upgrade for the first time. Very easy. Infuse a slab for the first time. Own all upgrades for a slab, which is very, very easy and absolutely not just doable, but you're kind of guaranteed to pull that off. Okay, so then you have trophies for each visionary, and I don't mean just killing it, but killing them under certain conditions. Okay, so these conditions, what they are, the best way to do that, to find out what they are, not the best way, the only way pretty much, is by reading the trophy descriptions. And you're gonna see, once you do it, it's very easy. You can just use your imagination. The game lets you be very extremely creative, killing everyone. For example, there's a trophy for killing Harriet using like poison gas. You kill her, you get from her own weapon that pretty much fires poison gas. You just revisit her, kill her with that, absolutely fantastic job. One of these trophies is tricky from what I've seen from people, and that is Dr. Venji. She has 9 clones. See here, we killed Juliana, and this is gonna be one of your best ways to gather upgrades for your slabs, and also the trinkets, and also the Residuum, where there's a trophy for accumulating, I think, 20,000. All of it extremely doable, extremely easy. But back to the Visionary Condition trophies. She has 9 clones, and the trophy is killing all 9 within a certain time limit, which is 90 seconds. This sounds easy, but it's kind of tricky. I mean, I didn't have a lot of trouble with it, but based on the feedback I've seen online, people were kind of struggling a little bit. The facility in which you have to pull this off, the design of the facility is kind of made so it's not just confusing, it's that one small step is going to warrant a big mistake on your behalf and potentially ruining the run. So that's basically just the only one that's tricky for these visionaries. Of course, these are not going to be the only visionary related trophies that you're going to have to deal with. You're going to obviously get your first trophy. The first time you kill the visionary, any visionary will do, you are going to get a trophy. Of course, there is a trophy for killing all of them, and I don't mean all of them in one single run, but killing every visionary at least once is going to grant you a trophy. So there is that. Other trophies that are tied to killing of the visionaries is gonna be, well, there's a little bit of stealth. Some things are very interconnected also amongst other trophies, but it's gonna be killing a visionary with an empty loadout, so nothing, and killing a visionary with a fully decked out loadout. So from there we're going to be moving towards the stealth trophies, and here things might get a little bit tricky. There is one specific trophy that gave a lot of people a lot of trouble, and that is Ghost at the Feast. I actually made a guide for this one, and it's a very good guide, not just tooting my own horn here, but it is a guide that first time I tried the idea, it immediately worked. So it's a very high success rate of it, and it just turns a tricky trophy into a very, well, almost laughable thing that you are going to have no trouble whatsoever pulling off. Other stealth trophies are, well, basically the same thing. Get in and out of the map without being spotted, kill a visionary without touching any of the regular usual enemies, and that's gonna be it. Other run-of-the-mill trophies are gonna revolve around collectibles. So when we say collectibles, I kind of mean the trinkets, the personal trinkets, the weapon trinkets. The thing is, all of these count towards the same trophy, and there's a trophy with equipping 36 different trinkets, taking them out into the field. This is going to come very, very natural to you over the course of the game, because the trinkets, my god, is there a lot of them. Look at that. They're just dropping like crazy. Part of a trophy, for when it comes to collectibles, that might give you a little bit of trouble is the weapons. Infuse every weapon at least one time. You have a lot of these weapons, the regular weapons that are just a dime a dozen dropping around, but then you have special weapons, and one in particular, and this one, like I mentioned earlier, being interconnected to something else, is gonna be part of a trophy that is kind of, I strongly recommend using a guide for this one. It's Charlie's Games, and it consists of various different games that Charlie has set up for you. some of them are gonna be very, very skill based and how you use your powers. So for some, guide is absolutely gonna be mandatory because they're gonna be timed as well, and if you mess up, it's gonna be a hassle redoing everything up to that point. So that covers the collectibles, and then you get special weapons. All you have to do is infuse them once. So when you do this, make sure you always have enough of Residuum. And for the last part, I left those embarrassingly easy trophies that are almost not worth mentioning. Like dying under certain conditions, dying for the first time after you get reprisal, which gives you those 2 extra retries, like losing all of those 3 lives. It's too easy. It's too easy. There's also one with a code, and this is like a throwback to old games. I can't remember exactly what the code was, but you won't have any trouble finding it. Just a bunch of really, really easy trophies. So with that being said, this is the bulk of the Deathloop Platinum. And should you be doing it? I think you should. It's I would rate the Platinum difficulty like maybe 3, 2.5, 3 out of 10. So you can tell how easy this was. Obviously your mileage is going to vary from person to person. It might be 4 out of 10, 5 out of 10 for some people, but even with that is still extremely doable. I gotta tell you, the grading, the enjoyment of the Platinum, I would rate it an absolute 10 out of 10, because I can't remember the last time it happened to me that I platinumed the game and I just wanted to play more. I just wanted to play more. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. The game is just fantastic, and the Platinum is absolutely an icing on the cake. I encourage everyone not just to play the game, go Platinum it. It's an amazing experience. Unlike most of the games, you actually have some skill-based stuff, and that's refreshing. The collectibles aren't as grindy as other games will make it out for you. It just, when it comes to the trophies, it pulls away from the usual crap, so to speak. Are some things repetitive? Absolutely, but the game is set up so that everything you need is extremely easily accessible to you, because you can traverse these little levels in such a speedy way, it's almost embarrassing. And the interconnected nature of the levels just makes sure that you can access everything you need in record time. So guys, should you platinum Deathloop? Absolutely. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Hopefully I made this a little bit more familiar, clearer to someone, and they choose to platinum the game. Deathloop was amazing. Platinum is amazing. With that being said, I'm going to sign off here. This is Elbethium, guys, signing off. Best of luck. See you in the next one.